Imagine turning on the news expecting the usual weather updates, a feel-good story about a golden retriever rescuing a cat from a tree, and instead, boom, you're hit with Donald Trump, full volume, declaring that the violence is mostly from the left. CNN hears this, drops their coffee, and immediately fires back like they're in the middle of a heavyweight title fight. And just when you think this feud is cooled off, nope. Trump calls CNN fake news, CNN calls Trump's narrative false, and the internet does what it does best, turn the whole thing into a circus with memes, rage, and hot takes. So buckle up, because today we're breaking down 10 wild facts about Trump's latest war with CNN, a feud that says more about American politics, the media, and maybe even us than we'd like to admit. Fact has zone. It all started with Charlie Kirk's death. Here's the setup. Conservative commentator Charlie Kirk dies, sparking national debates. In the aftermath, Trump grabs the mic and says, "The violence is mostly from the left." Now, whether you agree or disagree, that line was like tossing a lit match into a pile of fireworks. Boom, headlines everywhere. And just when people were catching their breath, CNN wasn't about to let that slide. Which leads us to fact number 2. Fact #2. CNN clapped back hard. During a live broadcast, CNN anchors flat out said Trump's comments weren't backed by data. They stressed political violence exists across the spectrum, not just one side. Basically, they called Trump's claim what it was in their eyes: misleading, dangerous, and part of a pattern. But Trump versus CNN isn't new. In fact, it's one of the longest-running soap operas in modern media. That's fact number 3. Fact #3. This feud is older than TikTok. Back in his presidency, Trump labeled CNN and MSNBC scum and fake news so often it became a catchphrase. Supporters started chanting it at rallies. It's been years, but guess what? The script hasn't changed. Trump accuses them of lies. CNN accuses him of spreading misinformation. It's like reruns of a show nobody asked for, but everyone still watches. And speaking of watching, that takes us to fact number 4. Fact #4. Trump says no one watches CNN while arguing with CNN. At one point during this latest clash, Trump snapped at a CNN reporter, "Oh well, it's fake news that fortunately nobody watches." Funny thing though, if nobody's watching CNN, why does he keep talking about them? That's like saying you don't care about your ex while stalking their Instagram at 3 a.m. But Trump didn't just dismiss CNN, he went further. Fact number 5. Fact #5. He turned it into a love story about himself. Trump told CNN reporters, "My supporters are more in love with me today, and I'm in love with them, more than they were even at election time." Yep, he turned a question about violence into a Valentine's Day card for himself. If self-confidence were an Olympic sport, Trump would win gold, silver, and bronze. And his supporters? They've got his back online. That's fact 6. Fact #6. Social media lit up with pro-Trump comments. After CNN's broadcast, clips spread across Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. Trump supporters flooded the comments calling CNN lying, corrupt communist networks and telling others to ditch mainstream media altogether. One even said, "That's how you fix it. It's not just Trump versus CNN anymore, it's Trump's base versus the media at large." But CNN didn't exactly roll over. Which brings us to fact number 7. Fact #7. CNN doubled down with data. They emphasized again that Trump's claim violence is mostly from the left simply isn't supported. They pointed to political violence across the board and accused Trump of using divisive rhetoric for personal gain. In short, we've got receipts. He doesn't. Of course, Trump isn't famous for backing down, which takes us straight into fact number 8. Fact #. He claims he won all 7 swing states. During this same whirlwind, Trump insisted he won the last election by millions of votes in all the swing states, a claim already debunked countless times. But here's the thing. Trump repeating it on air forces CNN to cover it again, which gives him the spotlight he wants. It's like arguing with a troll online, you lose the moment you reply. But this feud isn't just about politics. It's about something bigger. Fact 9. Fact #9. This fight is a mirror of America's divide. CNN represents mainstream media. Trump represents a massive base that distrusts mainstream media. Every clash isn't just Trump versus CNN, it's America arguing with itself in real time on national television. You could mute the TV and still feel the tension radiating out of the screen. And now, the big one. Fact #0. Fact #0. The feud isn't ending anytime soon. Trump thrives on conflict. CNN thrives on covering him. Together, they're like Batman and the Joker locked in a cycle that keeps both relevant. Whether you love it or hate it, the Trump-CNN saga isn't over. It's just the latest season in a show that's been running since 2016. So here's the big question. Is this just politics as usual, or is it making the country more divided than ever? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to know where you stand. And if you made it this far, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and share this video with someone who still argues about politics at Thanksgiving. Trust me, they'll have opinions. Because when it comes to Trump and CNN, one thing's for sure, this story is far from over.